Through the Third Eye. Book 1 of the Third Eye Trilogy. Chapter 13. Chariot to Hell, Panama City. After taking off a day to relax in the cool tropical green mountains west of Panama City, they were back to another day of regression. Much to their surprise and 𝐂𝐿's elation, the first life revealed 𝐂𝐇𝐈𝐒 of 200 AD, teacher and mentor of Tommy's soul's life as Plotinus, and the life 𝐂𝐿 had been seeking since the beginning of his quest, even though he did not know why. After nearly an hour conversing with 𝐂𝐇𝐈𝐒, Sogui had revealed absolutely nothing of relevance about the secrets. 𝐂𝐿 shifted his focus and asked,
"In this life as 𝐂𝐇𝐈𝐒, did you know a person named Plotinus?"
Yes. Yes, he was a good student, dedicated, focused, older than other students. But he played a holier-than-thou game. Plotinus pretended to be down-to-earth and proper, and everyone thought he was morally righteous. Hypocrite he was. Plotinus was such a womanizer. He tried to make love to anyone who would have him, but he was careful not to show it. He campaigned across the world with his philosophical and moral ideas, mixed with his private love-making marathons. He was a pig.
There was a short pause, and a half-grin slowly grew on Sogi's face. 𝐂𝐿 prompted her.
Please continue.
Plotinus heard rumors that I preferred men over women. Not so, I could go either way.
She laughed out loud.
But he was paranoid about intimacy with another man. One day, I grabbed his ass and whispered love words in his ear. He ran from me like a rabbit in a field of eagles.
Sogui laughed again, paused a few seconds, then continued in a more serious tone.
Later he moved to Rome. He needed to be around big players. Alexandria was for intellectuals. We had the library and the museum, we were too studious for him. But Rome was for philosophers, powermongers, and lovers, of course.
𝐂𝐿 leaned to Shali.
𝐂𝐿 seemed to be a bit cynical, yet he is amusing. I've been looking for this guy for almost 5 years, so I wanted to spend more time on him, even though we haven't found anything significant yet.
Shali nodded. Later in the regression, as the soul approached the death of 𝐂𝐿, Shali noticed 𝐂𝐿's disappointment in finding nothing significant in this key target of his search. 𝐂𝐿 then probed for 𝐂𝐿's confused religious positions, which had been documented in the history books.
Your parents were devoted Christians, were they not?
Sogui chuckled smugly.
Yes, they were indeed.
Were you a Christian?
I left the church.
Sogui snapped back immediately.
It was a ruse. A game. They worshipped icons, and made one dead crazy Jew in Jerusalem into an icon. Made him God. I believe in finding, learning and revealing the truth. That is not the truth. They proclaim this Jew as son of God, but we are all God. We are all one.
𝐂𝐿's forehead wrinkled at his rather opinionated view of the base of Christianity at that time.
So how did you feel about the Christian church?
If you speak against them too loud, they will kill you as a heretic. Like the Romans they were.
𝐂𝐿 reared his head at that answer. He glanced at Shali and then continued.
Do you believe that everyone has a soul, and that all souls are connected?
Of course I do. Who do you think you are talking to? A ghost? Woo.
Sogui laughed out loud. Shali could not hold back her laughter either. 𝐂𝐿 glanced at her as if embarrassed by Sogi's cynical comment, and then he smiled. Sogui continued, without hesitation.
One soul is a small part of the whole.
While Sogi's soul proselytized, Shali leaned over to 𝐂𝐿.
We can continue this little religious philosophical debate with sarcasticus, harmonious, but it is not going to get us where we want to go.
𝐂𝐿 nodded and said with a smirk,
All right, I'll cut off the philosophical chatter and get 𝐂𝐿𝐿 to die for us.
After the life-ending dialogue, Clay let Sogui rest for a few minutes. He said to Shali,
Did you notice we're getting some big gaps in time? Hundreds of years are missing. We haven't been that selective on prominent or famous people, so we should be getting most every life.
Yeah, I wondered about that. Maybe these lives were so intense that the soul needed time to recuperate. Charge the batteries, so to speak.
But I feel like we're missing something here.
Maybe there were simple, less complex lives in those gaps. When we get to the 𝐿𝐵L phase, we can always poke it again.
Clay prompted Sogui.
Move to the next prominent life that you lived. Open the door. Walk through and look around. What do you see? Where are you? Are you there yet?
Yes. Yes, I am there. I am a woman now. Oh, I am a beautiful woman with long silky hair and fresh golden skin. But I am committed to my work. It is a man's world now, so I am out of place. I have offended many because I am a woman and I assert myself. I am in Egypt. Alexandria. This is such a beautiful city. I have traveled much, but to me, Alexandria is home and has the most beauty, the most character, the most culture.
What year is it? How old are you? What is your name?
It is now 400. 405. Yes, 405 AD. I am 45 years old and well respected. I feel good about this life. I have accomplished much, but I have much more to do. My name is Hypatia. My father was Theon. He was famous in Alexandria and throughout the empire. He was a great mathematician. A scholar. He knew medicine and architecture. He was wise and intelligent, and was known as the man of the museum. The Alexandria Museum. He worked very closely with the library.
Hearing this, Clay and Shali looked up intently at each other. They both leaned forward in their chairs with a sense of excitement. Shali turned to her laptop and began clicking away. Clay said,
Tell me more about the Alexandrian library.
Sogui's face shone with pleasure.
The library was beautiful and so full of knowledge. The writings were in every language from all over the world, so much knowledge and truth.
Then her face grew scornful.
But there were people who wanted to destroy the library. We had to protect the knowledge before it was destroyed. Daddy was sure they would destroy the most sacred knowledge in the library.
Tell me more about your father. What was he like? What did he do with the library?
Daddy was my mentor, my teacher. He sent me to great cities across the empire to study and bring back knowledge. Rome, Athens, Florence, Constantinople. I studied, learned and debated with great philosophers in all Roman cities. I owe him gratitude for his kindness and his wisdom. He was devoted to knowledge and truth.
Clay perked up and his eyes widened. He now realized precisely who they had in Sogui's regression. He whispered to Shali,
This has to be Hypatia. There should be a lot written about her. I even think there were some old movies about her. See what details you can get, and find out whether she did anything with the contents from the library. Maybe she was the one who stashed the writings.
Shali madly clicked away on the laptop.
I'm ahead of you, I've got her already. Hot damn, Clay. The sources say she was believed to be the last librarian of the Alexandrian library. Even the famous Carl Sagan was convinced Hypatia was the last Alexandrian librarian before its final demise. This has to be why Iqbal's guide pointed us to Sogui. Why the hell didn't we figure this out before?
Clay turned back to Sogui.
What do you do in this life of Hypatia? Do you work in the library?
I have been the director of the Platonist School of Alexandria for 5 years now. The school creates philosophers and educators with knowledge of Plato, Aristotle, Plotinus, and Ptolemy. We believe in and encourage open debate and the discussion of different philosophies. My students come from all corners of the empire. They are from famous and wealthy families. In this school, we want truth to be revealed.
Clay probed Sogui harder.
Tell me more about the library. How are you involved with it?
There was a long pause, and a 2-second micro-pulse shock that did not get a response. Clay prompted again.
Be aware that you are not actually living this life. This life was lived many, many years ago, and you are only viewing it. No one and no thing can harm you in any way. Did you try to save the contents of the library?
Shali shot Sogui a 3-second pulse to the third eye. Her head pushed back into the pillow.
Yes.
Sogui responded immediately.
I was the head of the secret council to save the knowledge. We were a small group of men and women. All wealthy. All powerful. We all had the same desire, the same objective.
Sogui's voice became higher in pitch and volume.
But I made many enemies. I must be more careful. These people are powerful, and they will lose if the truth comes out.
Clay asked.
Who are they?
Right now, there are 2 men in particular who have grown to hate me.
The first is Cyril in Alexandria, who just became bishop. He is a Greek and an influential Orthodox, and he has become powerful at his young age. I do not agree with his ideas or with his religious fanaticism, and I have told him many times. We argue, and now he is angry and full of hatred for me.
Also, there is Socrates Scholasticus.
He is from Constantinople. He was a follower of the teachings of Ammonius Saccas. However, he has distorted Ammonius's ideas. I know he distorts Ammonius, and I have told him so. He is another Greek Christian, and a hypocrite. There are others too, religious crazy men who are not open to other ideas or thoughts. They will not allow other beliefs. They have only selfish desire to retain power over people. But I must be careful. At least until we make safe passage to take the writings from the library.
Clay moved to the front of his chair and said,
You talked about a secret council for the library. Who is on this council? What has the council done?
There are several of us, but we represent many more. We want to preserve the thousands of years' worth of writings that have been collected. There is so much knowledge, so many documents. It will take a lifetime, maybe more, to read, analyze and understand the words in the documents. There are so many languages, so many thoughts, and so much wisdom. But now, we must move it all to a safe place where future scholars and philosophers can recover the knowledge and begin again.
Sogui began to talk about details of her life as Hypatia, some of which were revealing, but others that were confusing. Shali asked Clay.
She seems to be jumping back and forth between past and present tense. What is all of this flipping back and forth?
I don't know. We haven't seen much of this behavior before.
It sounds like they haven't moved the secrets yet, and according to history she doesn't have much longer to live in this life. We have a better chance finding the location of the secrets in the LBL, so we should move on. I suspect only the guide can tell us where to find the writings.
Clay turned back to Sogui.
Go now, to the last moments of this life. Tell me what you see, and what you experience at the end of this life.
Sogui said, in a matter-of-fact tone.
I am on my way home from the school, it is late. We had a council meeting tonight to discuss the first move of the documents from the library, and now I am on the back of my chariot with my driver. It is a cool and clear evening with beautiful and crisp air. The smell of kitchen fires is in the air tonight. Someone is baking bread. Yummy, delicious smell.
She took a deep, slow breath and smiled.
My driver is always so careful. It is a nice ride home tonight. We turn the corner of the street to my house. What is this? Who are all the people? Why are they outside of my house?
Sogi's voice suddenly rose to a higher pitch and volume.
Wait. They see me and are coming this way with their torches, running and yelling. They hide their faces in covers and robes. They are coming at me. My driver is trying to turn the chariot. Please hurry. Turn. Go quickly. They are running at us. Go quickly.
Sogui began to wrench her head from side to side, as the regression was obviously putting her under stress. She continued yelling in an increasingly terrified voice, begging her chariot driver to get away from the fast-approaching mob.
Oh my God, Clay.
Shali shouted over Sogi's cries. She quickly looked up from the laptop.
Clay, they are going to kill her. A mob butchered her alive. She is in first person and reliving this. You need to bring her up. Get her out of there.
Yeah, I know, but we've never had a problem before. I will back her out of the body. She'll be all right. There's been a debate about Hypatia's death for 1,000 years. Every movie and book made about her gives it a different twist. Let's get the real scoop.
Clay enthusiastically focused back on his target.
Sogui, come out of the body and only look at the body from above. You will not be hurt by what you see. This is not happening now. It happened thousands of years ago. You will not be harmed in any way.
Sogui screamed.
Stop. No. Stop. Please.
Her screams grew louder.
Dragging me off the chariot. Hitting me. Beating me. Why are you doing this? Why? No, stop. Please stop. They are beating me with sticks and whips, 10, 12 of them. It hurts so much. I can hear my bones breaking. Please stop. Now they are stripping me, ripping off my clothes, tying ropes to my arms and legs. Please no. They are dragging me down the street to the courtyard, and yelling terrible things. Stretching me out with ropes, pulling me, stretching. Who are you and why are you doing this?
Clay shouted loudly.
Sogui, listen to me. Remove yourself from the body. Come out of the body now. Only look down on the body as if this is a movie. Get out of the body now.
Shali yelled.
Clay, her vital signs are blowing the scale. Bring her out. Get her out of trance.
Sogi's screams echoed through the hotel suite.
No, it's you, I know you, and you. You are the monks. The monks. Please stop. Why are you doing this to me? No. What is that? Stop. No. Oyster shells, broken oyster shells, scraping the skin off of my body. The pain.
She continued screaming as Clay shook her in an attempt to break her out of the hypnotic trance.
Sogui, you will awaken now. Wake up. Leave that body and come back to the present. Come back to here and now. Sogui. Sogui.
He shook her with near violence. Sogui screamed again.
Scraping skin off my body. Raw, bloody. My flesh. Sea bones. Cannot stop it, only pain. No. No, stop. Not fire. There is wood and fire, torches on fire. No, please just kill me. Please kill me. Stop dragging me on fire. I am not dead. I will not die. Let me die, please. The fire. Stop. The pain. Die. Please die.
Clay physically lifted Sogi's fragile body up in his arms.
Sogui, wake up.
He propped her up to full sitting position and pulled off the headphones, goggles, and cap. As soon as he pulled the pulse pad from her forehead, Shali poured a glass of water on Sogi's face and lightly slapped her cheeks. She stopped screaming And with Clay holding her upright, she finally opened her eyes and glanced around the room with a dazed look of absolute terror. She looked as if she was about to scream, but nothing came out. She slowly shook her head side to side, as if still trying to wake up from the nightmare. Sweat soaked her body. In a few minutes, her body began to tremble and shake from the withdrawal of adrenaline. Shali yelled in a near panic.
For Christ's sake, Clay, her heart rate hit over 180 beats. This is entirely too fast for a frail old woman.
Clay nodded and held a glass of water to Sogi's mouth. She sipped the cool water to quench her parched throat. Shali wiped Sogi's face, neck and arms with a wet cloth to calm her. It took several minutes after coming out of the hypnosis before Sogui had recovered enough to be cognizant of the surroundings. She looked Shali directly in the eyes, and then at Clay. In a colloquial Kuna-accented Spanish, she blasted out loud.
Wow. What a ride. Those bastards, I would kick their asses if I could. Damn it, Clay, you said it wouldn't hurt.
At that, Clay and Shali looked at each other with relief. Clay said in a conciliatory tone,
Sogui, I am so sorry. It should not have hurt. We've never had this happen. You went inside your previous life and relived the experience. This is why we don't normally allow people to remember their regressions. When we control everything in hypnosis, we try to keep you away from bad events, but your subconscious pushed itself inside that life and would not respond to us. You obviously felt everything that your soul felt that night. It should not happen when we get to the next phase, the life between your past lives. One thing we do know is that your soul is definitely connected to what we are looking for, but we need to be more careful.
I understand, but this really hurt. I felt every cut, every scrap, and every burn from the fire. And yet right now, I feel so alive. I feel rich. I feel electric in my body.
She looked at the ceiling, paused, and then said,
Let's keep going. I am okay to feel the pain. It makes me feel so alive.
No.
Shali fired back.
We're stopping for today. You need to recuperate. This was harder on you than you think.
All right, but you are looking for what we had in the library, aren't you?
She knew. Hypatia knew. I knew. You want those documents. You want that knowledge, don't you? That's what you are looking for.
Clay glanced at Shali with a sheepish grin, as if he had been caught with his hand in the cookie jar. He looked back to Sogui and responded,
Yes, of course. We don't know exactly what we are after, but it is probably what your soul was trying to move out of Alexandria before the monks killed her.
Oh, mi amigo. I want to help you. When you find it, I have to see it all, in this life, in this body. I must see it. Will you do that? I have a job to finish, you know. Well, Hypatia has a job to finish, and I am going to help her.
I promise. If we find it, I will personally see to it that you can see, touch, and feel every document again in this life. But we are going to skip the individual life regressions from here. It is too risky. If we continue this way, we won't know what we are going to run into. Your soul evidently wants to relive the past despite how painful it was. We will try to deal directly with your guide from now on. Is tomorrow okay, or do you need another day to rest?
Tomorrow is fine. But did you know that I was a virgin? I mean, Hypatia never had sex. I was beautiful, voluptuous body, 55-year-old virgin. What the hell was wrong with me? Look at this body now. It's torn, tattered and twisted, but I am not even close to being a virgin. Hell, I can get up from this chair and take you on right now. Bring it on, my young boy. Can you handle me?
Clay and Shali broke out in rolling laughter at Sogi's raw sense of humor. They closed up the regression suite and migrated to the hotel lobby for afternoon sangria. Despite her current difficult life, Sogui was completely alive and vibrant with energy. On their second picture of sangria, they told Sogui about their regressions with her soulmates Tommy and 𝐂𝐇𝐈𝐒, and they explained 𝐂𝐇𝐈𝐒's former life as King Solomon.
Hola. When I was the Queen of Sheba and this 𝐂𝐇𝐈𝐒 was my Shali, we had the hottest sex-filled summer Jerusalem has ever seen. Tell 𝐂𝐇𝐈𝐒 I'm ready to do it again. Someday in this life, maybe you can bring my two soulmates to the beach in San Blas. I'd like to show them paradise.
The three of them joked and laughed through dinner. Later, when 𝐂𝐇𝐁 and Shali met alone in the regression suite to review what had happened before they retired for the night, Shali revealed her concern.
This incident with Hypatia was simply too close to the edge for comfort.
I know. I've seldom used Protocol 73, so I'm not sure what went wrong.
Like you told Sogui, let's restrict the dialogue to the guide or an elder from here on and not get in direct contact with the soul, especially when we get to Hypatia's life.
End of chapter 13.